This plane was flying over the desert, but it was caught in an unprecedented sandstorm. Soon the plane was out of control in the sandstorm. Captain Parker had to bring the plane down immediately, but what's more important now, to get out of here as soon as possible. Soon the people took out all the supplies from the plane. But after they counted them, they thought that the supplies could only last about half a month. However, one man heard about it. He decided to leave the desert alone on foot. They stopped him in his tracks. But in the course of their argument, they spilled a bucket of water on the ground. While the men were at their wits' end, Jack suddenly said he was an engineer who made airplanes. After he examined the plane, he thought he could use the parts of this plane to build another one. After hearing this, the people's hope was renewed. Soon they began to build the plane overnight. But then something happened. A spark from the campfire suddenly ignited the fuel. An explosion caused them to lose a lot of fuel. They didn't give up. A few hours later, just as the plane was about to be completed, the entire desert was covered in dark clouds. Parker realized the gravity of the situation, so he immediately told everyone to stay away from the plane, but Jack at that moment was in a daze. Parker quickly said the plane hadn't touched the ground yet. If it was struck by lightning, it would explode. And then Jack realized, so he stepped away from the plane. When the thunderstorm passed, Parker seemed to notice something was wrong with Jack. The designer of the plane didn't even know the basics. It wasn't long before the plane was finally assembled. But then Parker came across Jack's logbook. He realized that Jack was just a designer of toy planes. The crowd was shocked to learn this. Then a gust of wind suddenly blew. The plane was swaying from side to side. Jack saw hope. But there wasn't enough distance for the plane to take off. But that didn't stop them. They tried their best to pull and drag the plane out into the open. And that's how it happened. They managed to fly the plane off the cliff and finally escaped from the desert in the middle of nowhere.